Welcome to Retirement Decoded with your host, Scott Tucker, where we break down the complexities of retirement planning to give you clear, actionable advice. Whether you're just starting out or getting ready to retire, Scott's here to help you make informed decisions and secure your financial future. Tune in each week as we simplify the process and decode the path to a stress-free retirement. Now, here's your host, Scott Tucker.
And we're back. Welcome back to Retirement Decoded with Scott Tucker. I'm your host, Scott Tucker. It's the podcast. And we have here Associate Advisor Andre Hootie. Say hello, Andre Hootie.
Hello, Andre Hootie.
Andre Hootie, today on the podcast, Greg writes to the program. Greg writes to the podcast. He says, this is I peeked at this a minute ago. It's written like a story problem.
Oh, okay.
Just the phrasing. It's not about Greg or his... Well, or else he's trying to say I'm asking for a friend. I'm not sure.
It's one of those.
But it's written like a story problem. I think you'll see what I mean. Greg writes the program. He says, Andre, parent leaves his estate to his daughter, period. His son died years ago, but has 2 children, period. Expectation is that the daughter will then disperse estate to her father's other grandchildren, however she feels is fair, period. Any potential problems other than hurt feelings for the daughter, question mark? And I can go back into that because it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
question.
I kind of lost you there at the very beginning.
The way it's phrased is like, a train leaves Kansas City headed eastbound 85 miles an hour, and how long it's going to take to get to St. Louis. So Greg, it says, Andre, a parent leaves his estate to his daughter. Okay, so there's a father. We could just say it that way, couldn't we?
Yeah, you would think.
A father leaves his estate to his daughter.
Perfect.
Okay.
Seems simple.
His son died years ago, but has 2 children. Okay, now I'm getting it.
Okay, so she has nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
Okay.
The expectation of, I'm going to add words here so this makes sense. The expectation of the deceased father is that his daughter will then disperse the estate to her nieces and nephews, however she feels is fair. That's an expectation, not a legal obligation.
Right.
Any potential problems other than hurt feelings for the daughter? Oh, he's cutting the daughter out.
Wait, but isn't she the one handling it?
Okay, so I got to diagram this, Andre. So there's a father.
Right.
Then there's a son and a daughter. Son is deceased, but he had kids.
Right.
The father wants to leave all the money to the daughter.
Right.
And then with like a handshake agreement, when I'm gone, you don't get any of the money, my daughter. You give it all to your nieces and nephews. However you think is fair.
Right. Well, it's
probably not fair right there.
No, I mean, but there's no, it's her money, right? It's just because there's a handshake deal.
Well, yeah, the way, right. Greg's pointing out,
this
for this family that he's friends with or something. Yeah. So there's a father leaves his estate to his daughter. His son is already predeceased the father, right?
Right.
But the son that predeceased the father has 2 children. So it was the dad's the grandpa. It's his grandkids.
Okay.
The expectation is that he's going to leave the money to the daughter, and then he wants the daughter to then not keep any of the money for herself and give it over to these nieces and nephews. I don't think so. I think I'm keeping it.
Yeah, I mean, it's her choice, right? The father's, he left his estate, right? So he's out of the picture at this point. So
yeah, he's saying, so it sounds like minor grandchildren.
Yeah.
Is probably what's going on here. So yeah, so this grandpa, we'll say he's a grandpa. He could be a 50-year-old grandpa, but he's a grandpa and a father.
Right.
You can't be a grandpa if you're not a father, Andre. Yeah. You could. It's an adoption.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but still a father, though.
So
right?
let's say it doesn't have to be 50. I mean, let's say 60 even. Maybe the minor grandchildren, right? Let's say 60-year-old guy passes away, leaves his, say, 45-year-old daughter all this money, and says, hey, your nieces and nephews are, I don't know, I'm trying to make this make sense. Let's say they're 15 years old each or whatever.
Okay.
And so when I'm gone, the money's not for you, the daughter. The money is for your brother's kids.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
kind of not, we have a word we can't use.
Yeah.
It's a clean podcast.
Yeah.
So when you legally left the money to your daughter, that's what you did. And you did nothing more.
Yeah.
There's no more. This isn't a 12-step program.
It's up to her.
It's a 1-step program. Your son predeceased. So we'll take it from the grandfather's point of view. That actually might be more helpful than Greg's asking for a friend routine over here.
Right.
So the grandfather left his money to his daughter. That's it.
Yeah.
And whatever else she wants to do with it, you didn't put it in writing. And it's really not a good idea to leave money to minor children anyway. I mean, there are ways to do that, but probably not a great idea. But yeah, would your daughter have hurt feelings if you left her a bucket of money and then said, "Oh, by the way, now I want you to gift it to your nieces and nephews and not have any of it for yourself"?
She might not have any hurt feelings when the money hits the bank account, and it doesn't have to go anywhere.
Yeah. Why would we do this? This is what I call like hillbilly estate planning.
Yep. Yeah.
Why do we do it like this?
Google said to.
Yeah. Well, there's something that people don't consider. I don't know how much money this is already in the past tense. Leaves his estate. It doesn't say. Greg says parent leaves his estate to his daughter. I think it's past tense. I'm not sure. ? So, if you leave the money to the daughter, even if she says, "Okay, I don't need the money for myself, and I'm going to gift it to the nieces and nephews," the problem is you're leaving. Yeah, okay. So the daughter might get it free from, let's say, inheritance taxes. In some states, they have inheritance taxes. I believe Nebraska might have just got rid of theirs. I think Maryland still has one. Anyway, don't quote me on that. So maybe she gets the money without any tax implications, but then you want her to gift money to the grandkids, her deceased brother's children. The problem is if she goes and gifts too much money, now she has to file a gift tax return.
Yep.
And if it's above a certain amount per year, then she has to, and I don't know how much grandpa's trying to leave the grandkids. But if it's above a certain amount per year, you could eat into the daughter's lifetime exclusion on her own federal estate taxes. Oh, well, Andre, this is a mess.
Yeah, it is.
Why would you do it this way?
I wouldn't have done it this way at all.
I would disown the grandkids anyway. If you have grandkids, go to tuckerretirement.com. We'll talk about it. See our phone calendar.
Make them work, Make them work. It's, leaving some money behind to allow them to do something is a good thing, but too much to do nothing is a bad thing.
Yeah,
there's a quote somewhere like that. I can remember.
Warren Buffett, I think it's Warren Buffett, says, I think Warren Buffett said you should leave your kids enough money they can do anything, but not enough they can do nothing.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go, Andre. Thanks a lot. I'm fixing it. Every which way in this episode. So the young people, what do they have? What do young people have? They don't have money. They have
time. So
these young people, they have time to
earn money,
get a job. But now the daughter. So say the father has passed away. His daughter probably is nearing the end of her working years, or maybe she's already there. I don't know where she is.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. So maybe your daughter, maybe she's a little bit behind on retirement, or maybe she might have health expenses, or maybe she's not just done with life yet, but these young people have plenty of time to work and earn their own money.
Yeah, and they should.
Yes, they should. It also sounds like whether they're minors, I'm not sure in the story problem that Greg wrote us. When they're minors, I can't tell. Well, I don't know if they're minors yet. It sounds like they're minors, right? Why would you leave it to your daughter and then have her gift it to the nieces and nephews?
That doesn't make any sense.
Unless you think they're just goofball 20-year-olds and maybe you ought to have a trust instead. Or if you can't, another thing too, if you think that your kids or grandkids are going to be harmed by the money or misuse the money, don't leave them money. Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be complicated, but I mean, in some cases it does need to be, right? And in this case, I think, had they wanted that, those wishes to be upheld of the money going to the grandkids, it should have been done with a trust or something other than a handshake. Sometimes people don't have a ton of money and they think they can't afford a trust, but mishandling this can be expensive as well.
If it's a bunch of money, it's probably too much money to leave to the grandkids because it might steal their ambition, or something like that. Boy, this is a weird one, Greg. Parent leaves his estate to his daughter. His son died years ago, but has 2 children. Expectation is the daughter will then disperse the estate to her father's other grandchildren. However, she feels it's fair. Any potential problems other than hurt feelings for the daughter? Yeah, I think we spelled it out pretty well. Yeah. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if the technical term would be per stirpes, is if they wanted to have done it this way, the way it's being described, where, a portion maybe goes to the daughter, or then the son's portion, the deceased son's portion goes to his kids. That's called per stirpes. He's by branch. Exactly. So you could do something like that if, and that can be done a little bit more simply than setting up a whole trust.
So
it doesn't say that though, Andre.
It does not.
It doesn't say that we want the daughter to have any money.
I guess, yeah, I'm kind of reading between the lines here, assuming that that's what it was. But yeah, I mean, at this point, if the money, as we covered, if none of the money goes to the daughter, then it shouldn't have ever been left in her care.
Because what made me think that nothing goes to the daughter is any potential problems other than hurt feelings for the daughter. Could the hurt feelings be that maybe you're saying her brother's half goes to his kids, but not to the daughter?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
That might make more sense.
Yeah, because
giving it all to the daughter, then have her give it all away.
That would be crazy.
That would be hurt feelings.
Yeah, I think I'd be hurt then. But yeah, I mean, but worst case scenario, you do that. Yeah, there's no legal repercussions that they can take, right? Because the money was left to her.
I think she just keeps it.
She can. Nothing stopping her.
These handshake agreements, because the problem is, if you had dealt with it with estate planning documents, like a trust or even a will, which would be less ideal, but even if you did it through a will, that would get the daughter off the hook on the gift tax returns, the lifetime exclusion, all that mess. Yeah. People do this all the time with family. They don't treat family like a business. The IRS looks at your family like a business. Yeah. So they don't understand. The IRS doesn't like you gifting somebody, $25,000. They don't like, wait a minute. Where's the gift tax return? Mm-hmm. So that's how you can get in trouble that way.
Where's the money from? What's it for? They want to know everything.
Well, the IRS doesn't like when, let's use that figure, 25,000. Money goes sloshing around between person to person. Yeah. And even to make it even crazier, not the IRS cares about this too much about last names, but if it goes from Smith to Jones, mm-hmm. they're like, wait a minute, it's even less evident that your family just right there at that level. Right. But I mean, not that if it was Smith to Smith, it'd be any better. But yeah, the IRS does not like that stuff. If you care about your family, get some estate planning documents in place, at least a will, more ideally a trust, and treat business like business.
Yeah, because, and we've heard this time and time again,
all the time,
family issues after the fact. If there isn't proper estate planning, all of a sudden somebody thought that they deserved a bigger portion. They feel like they got cheated, this and that, and all of a sudden it's amongst the family to decide who gets what. After you're gone, it creates such a mess, and you can really fix that before the problem even starts.
Let's change Greg's question here. Let's say there was a grandparent. He passes away. Let's say he has 2 living children. They behave while the grandpa's here. Mm. What happens as soon as grandpa's not here?
Oh, they start fighting.
People are fighting over lamps.
Yep.
Duvet covers. I don't know, whatever they can come up with.
Yeah, it's just
mom's thimble, like anything. Not making it into a Monopoly game. A top hat.
Yep.
A little dog, a little schnauzer.
Who gets the original train set?
So yeah, your kids will. If your kid, you might have 4 kids right now. Listen to this. Your 4 kids will sort of behave while you're here, and as soon as you're gone, they're going to fight over everything like cats and dogs.
Yeah.
Who gets which clock?
Yeah.
Why don't I get the silverware? Like, what? It's silverware.
Yeah.
But you already have silverware. Andre,
you could use more and put some in storage.
Andre, you and Lauren already have silverware, right?
We do.
So, like, when your parents one day pass away, or your grandparents, your parents pass away, are you and your sister going to fight over the silverware?
No,
because you by decades or by then already had your own silverware.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't need it.
Be like you're going to be middle-aged darn near to Medicare fighting over silverware.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to have like everybody's problem, too much stuff. I don't need more.
Oh, that's you're singing the choir there. Every time Natalie buys something, I'm like, can we get rid of 3 more things?
Yep. Yeah. My closet's overflowing.
My closet overfloweth. Yeah. Was that in the Bible, Andre?
It was.
Oh boy.
I think verse 2.
Oh geez. I'm always trying to get rid of. I bought some new dress socks. Then I'm like, Natalie, these old dress socks are not good enough for me anymore. They have to go to the Goodwill. Oh boy. Get on our Greg or anybody else or anybody whose dad left them money for their brother's kids. I don't know. Get on our phone calendar at tuckerretirement.com. At tuckerretirement.com, you can see our phone calendar. Click and pick a time on our phone calendar. We'll talk to you 15 minutes for free over the telephone in the coming week. Well, it's been fun. It's been real, and it's been real fun. We'll talk to you in the next episode.
Scott Tucker Solutions, Inc. has a strategic partnership with tax professionals and attorneys who can provide tax and or legal advice. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions. A Roth conversion is a taxable event and may have several tax-related consequences. Be sure to consult with a qualified tax advisor before making any decisions regarding your IRA. The views and opinions herein are those of Scott Tucker Solutions, Inc. and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of AE Wealth Management, LLC. Investment advisory services made available through AE Wealth Management, LLC. AEWM and Scott Tucker Solutions, Inc. are not affiliated companies. Insurance products are offered through the insurance business Scott Tucker Solutions, Inc. Scott Tucker Solutions, Inc. is an investment advisory practice that offers products and services through AE Wealth Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. AEWM does not offer insurance products. The insurance products offered by Scott Tucker Solutions, Inc. are not subject to investment advisory requirements. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual's situation. Scott Tucker Solutions, Inc. is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during this podcast shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein provided by third parties have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by Scott Tucker Solutions, Inc.